management, I believe, is universal in its application. It's relevant to each and every one of us. So I have a pyramidal model of management. I'll briefly mention that it begins with self-management of every employee, every citizen, every member of the family, then every small unit, the family, the panchayat, the district, the state, the region, you go right up to global. At the moment, we have to have some form of world management. So the UN restructuring debate is about that. We are at the moment helpless with the Ukraine war and the new Cold War that has come. There are all kinds of uncertainties. So we have to keep bringing back good management at all levels, from the macro to the micro. So today I will apply that model to the field of water, which has many complexities and has a potential to be one of the core elements of a climate crisis, which gets worse and worse in this century. So I have only 5 slides, and this is what I believe Bill Gates recommends for all presentations, nothing longer than that. There is enough. If there are 4 or 5 bullets in each of them, there goes your 40 minutes. So I'd like to begin with water vision. Normally, I don't present a vision to an audience. Niranjan knows that it is a fascinating, involved brainstorming session with all the participants ideating together, and we together co-create the vision. So there is risk in putting the vision directly, but I will explain some of the key features. So this water vision is for the whole of humanity, the most active agents in this planet, who can both destroy the ecology as well as restore the ecology. So far, over 3 centuries of industrialization, we have primarily destroyed the ecology. From the Rigvedic and other stories where our cities were on the banks of rivers and there was plenty of water, we have now come to places where people are suffering from lack of water. And recent global studies, Johannesburg is world's #1 water deficit city. Bangalore is #3. You may remember that study. So we need a whole vision. But within that world vision, India is a big enough country. We have the distinction of being the largest population, 14%, 1/7 of humanity. So I think in our own enlightened self-interest, we must have a water vision. So here is the water vision. And I'll go over the words. The key word to start with here, I suggest, is clean water. Not just water, clean water. Some of you may be familiar. In the US now, they have a problem that there is water with forever chemicals. Chemicals which will not dissolve, which will not disappear automatically, which will be there for centuries. And if that gets more into our water, then we have a serious problem. So there are some other chemicals which can be cleaned, recycled, but this new threat of forever permanent chemicals is a problem. So the vision is to have clean water in adequate quantities, not as much as we like, not to waste excessively. In 1964, when I first went to the US, I was shocked at the faucets which people opened and left it running, atrocious. And here we were in India with a bucket and a mug taking enough water. And even now I do that. For cleaning my teeth, I have a white mug next to me and I just close the tap. So our vision should aim at adequate water in perpetuity. Yuga yuga, there's no end to this time frame as long as humans and other life forms live. And in any case, our own evolution. Matsya Puran begins with life in water and goes up the evolutionary chain in perpetuity, not for 21st century, not for the 3rd millennium, but unimaginable billions of years, till for some reason cosmic forces make the earth blow up. Even then we may travel to other planets and there we have to find and preserve water. And it's not just for humans, but other life forms and plants. And I think gradually we should release water from humans for other life forms, for the biodiversity, and plants for the cover and carbon banks that we need to create. So there is a vision. If we had together created it, you would want it much more. But I hope this brief explanation helps you to get into the spirit of this vision. We can come back and debate it. This is wordsmithy. There are various ways in which you can tweak it and you may enrich it. So I submit to you humbly as a draft vision that we may look at. Now, to reach that vision, we have to, in a consistent manner, year after year, implement the mission. Mission is what we do, our work. Vision is our dream, the final destination, the desired state of the world, state of the universe that we want to reach. So our mission is to conserve water, the water wealth of humanity. There is a huge wealth. We are losing some of it. It goes into the oceans. So you would have been reading, you're well aware of the melting of the glaciers and the draining away of rainwater, cyclones and various things. Huge amounts of water are poured. They are now destructive rather than constructive. So the wealth of the whole of humanity, this is from glaciers, lakes, ponds, the Amrit Kund that we are creating in our country, 75 of them, every little effort that goes on, and the rivers. So wherever there is water, and we can have technologies which make water precipitate where we want, from all sources. So the word all is comprehensive, and these sources may increase, decrease. We have to keep monitoring it and use the water responsibly. That word has enormous implication for industry, for public authorities, for families, and for every individual to use the water responsibly and recycle it. So just like in power, many years ago, through 2-3 decades ago, when I was doing a mission statement for BHF, the initial draft read to generate and distribute electricity. Then I think we looked into it deeper and said there is no generation in the world. It is only the transformation from coal to electric power. So there is no net new energy that we can create. Similarly, we cannot create new water, but we must recycle whatever is available. And there are some very good technologies. There are cities like Singapore which are thriving on it, and it is available for all of us to use. So this again is a draft mission, and you may at a different session at WOW, at Alltech, re-examine this, have your own internal workshop. But I think it is useful to publish something like this for the mass of our people and administrators, politicians to understand. And we should be open to changes that other global audiences suggest.